Hello, all, and welcome back to Operation Northwind. It is turn 8 for Japan. We have 52 IPP. Man, I wish I had 55. 52 IPP. We're going to buy 5 militia for 10, a fighter for 10. We're going to buy 2 destroyers and 2 marines. We're going to finish a heavy cruiser and start a heavy cruiser. That's our 52. If we get improved construction, we'll have 4 left. So we'll start a second heavy cruiser. So that's the plan. We have 2 undamaged major factories. So blue is a improved construction on a 7 or higher, and black is large ship construction on an 8 or higher. Let's see what we can do here. That's a 12 and a 6. So we get improved construction, but we do not get improved or large ship construction. So improved construction is complete, which means we will finish 1 and start 2 heavy cruisers. Okay. As you can see, we got a lot going on in here. We were debating what to do. Since the U.S. is only 22 away from wartime income, we are declaring war on the British, the Free French, and the U.S., which will push them to 63, because the chances of me rolling less than 22 with 5d12 for the British is slim to none. So we have a lot of combat. Most of it's walk-ins. But the first move is a destroyer in P50 is going to pick up a marine from Sumatra, which is this plate down here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to I4 into Aden and land there. And the 2 heavy cruisers that are in P59 are going to go 1, 2. One's going to go 3 to I-11. One's going to go 3 to I-7. He has decided to use his coastal artillery there instead of the naval landing. So we'll roll that here, get this out of the way. 3 or lesses, and 4, 4, and 9. So they all missed, which was good. So then we'll finish up the combat movement here. But the coastal artillery has shot. Okay. So now the seaplane is going to come out on the map to attack the coastal sub there. There's 3 transports in I-13. One of them is going to pick up the 2 infantry from, which one's this? Sorry. Everything's covered up. Java. So Java has 2 infantry and 2 marines. He's going to pick up 2 infantry, and he's going to go 1, 2 to southern India. The second transport is going to pick up an infantry from Sumatra and a marine from... I've already screwed this. No, yeah, there's 2 infantry there. Sorry. Yeah. He is going to pick up, an infantry from Java or Sumatra and a marine from Java. Sorry, I'm getting confused here now. Loaded transport. They're going to go 1, 2. The infantry is going to go to southern India, and the marine is going to go to Bengal. Okay, the last transport is going to pick up the infantry and marine left in Java, and he's going to go 1, 2 to I-7, drop off the infantry in southern India, and the marine in Maharashtra. Okay, so these are all complete. Okay. Then from Siam, 1 infantry is going to walk to Borneo. 1 infantry is going to walk to Cochinchina. And 1 infantry and the fighter are going to, and the 2 fighters are going to go to British Malay. Okay, leaving just some militia behind. The infantry and marine in Borneo are going to go up to Sarawak. They're going to walk to Sarawak. Okay. There's a lot going on here. An infantry from Kwangtung, which is this one here, one's going to walk to Hong Kong, and one's going to walk to Antomkin. So these are done. All of this is done. Okay, the seaplane has come out. They walked and they walked. Okay. I'm just trying to make room for everything and what's going on here. Okay. The destroyer in P60 is going to pick up the marine on West Timor and go 1, 2, because that's all they can go with the -1 now. And he's going to land in Queensland. The sub and destroyer in P52 are going to pick up the marine in New Guinea. They're going to go 1, 2, and land on Solomon Islands. The Dutch/British sub now has declined combat, so they don't have anything on maritime air control. He can do that. The destroyer in P51 is going to pick up the marine on Celebes, go 1, 2, and land in New Guinea. Okay. I'm just make sure I got everything going on here. So we got 1, 2. Okay. The transport that is in P59 is going to... I screwed something up here. I'm not sure what I screwed up, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going to go to P. Is going from P59 is going to go to P50. Pick up the marine in Sumatra and go to British Malay to attack. One of the transports in P50 is going to go to Kwangtung, up to P41, back to P50, and going into British Malay. The second... No, I know what I'm supposed to do, sorry. Only one infantry is going to Sarawak. The other marine is being picked up on this transport and going over here. I'm losing my mind. I thought I had everything figured out, and... Okay, so that's going there. One guy there. The second transport is going up to P41, picking up 2 marines from Kwangtung, coming back to P50, and going to hit the southern island of the Philippines. The transport in P15 is going to pick up the 2 marines in Kyushu, go 1, 2, 3 to hit the top portion of Philippines. Okay, a battleship is going to bombard here. The second battleship from I-13 is going to go 1, 2 and bombard Malay, along with the heavy cruiser 1, 2 bombard Malay. The battle cruiser is going to go 1, 2 and bombard the top part of the Philippines. The heavy cruiser will go 1, 2 to P50 and bombard the lower portion of Philippines. The coastal sub in P50 will raid the 3 lines there, along with the sub in P61. He will go 1, 2, and he will also raid the lines there. Okay, is that all the combat movements? Oh, we gotta put the planes where they go now. So a fighter and a tactical, they're all in P59 right now on this plate. A fighter and a tactical are going to go to Sarawak. So that's 1, 2. They'll have 2 left. A fighter and a tactical will go to the lower part of the Philippines. 1, 2. They will have 2 left. And the last tactical is going to go to the northern part of Philippines. 1, 2. So he'll have 2 left. So I believe that is all the combat phases. So let's start in British Malay. I have 2 battleships. They bombard at a 4, but with the fortification, they bombard at a 3. And the heavy cruiser bombards at a 2, but with the fortification, we bombard at a 1. So 3 is yellow, white is 1. Here are the bombards. Okay, no bombards hit. And then he's got 2 at 5 for the fortification. He gets 1 hit. So we will lose a Marine. We're down to 3 Marines. Okay. So then I have 3 Marines at 2, 1 infantry at 2. So I have 4 at 2. And I have 2 fighters at 6. Okay. Looking for 2 hits. Okay, we get an infantry hit, and we get a fighter hit. So we got the 2 hits we needed. So he is going to have 1 at 6 and 1 at 4, if my memory is correct. I think you get +2 for the fortification. So blue is 4 and green is 6. And 2 11, so they both miss. So that means we should take British Malay with no casualties. So the fortification, the coastal artillery is all gone. I'm going to do one more round just in case it was mountain. I don't think it was. But if it was mountain, he would have 1 infantry left. So we would have our 4 at 2 or 1, and then 2 at 6. So on round 2, we definitely got him if there was if it is a mountain. And if it's a mountain, he would have 1 at 4 left, which is a 3. So if it was a mountain, I will lose 1, but I do not think it was. So we will take British Malay with 3 Marines and 1 infantry. So we lose 1 Marine from the coastal gun. So 3 Marines and 1 infantry in British Malay. And 2 transports still in P50. Okay. So we're going to move this one here from Java up there. It's just because there's not a lot of room on there. So Java's the 25th. Okay. Technically, we should have done the seaplane first. Let's do the seaplane and the coastal sub. The seaplane gets 1 at 3. If he misses, the sub submerges and everybody else can still do everything they wanted to do. So seaplane at 3 is a 4, so he misses. So the sub will submerge again. Okay. Then I think the rest are walk-ins. So Queensland is a Marine. Solomon Islands is a Marine. New Guinea is a Marine. Oh, we do Sarawak yet. And then Philippines, sorry. So Sarawak has an infantry, a fighter, and a tactical. So an infantry at 2, fighter at 6 is green, and a tactical at 7 is black. Okay, I got a fighter hit, a tactical hit. I got 3 hits there, so. And then he's got 1 at 2 with the militia in return. That has a 4, so that is no good. So we take Sarawak. Militia is dead. Okay, that battle's done. Okay, the Philippines. Let's do the southern one first. We have a heavy cruiser at 2. First strike. That is a 1. So we take care of that militia. So we'll take the southern part of Philippines with two Marines. Okay, the northern part, we have a battle cruiser at 3 for the bombard. That's a 4. That's no good. Then we're going to have 2 at 1, because I'm pretty sure this is mountain, and 1 at 7 for the tactical. Okay, everything misses. I'm 99% sure this is mountain, so my guy would have missed. So his militia in return. That's an 8, no good. So round 2. Okay, the tactical gets a hit that time. So the militia in return. That's a 6, that's no good. Okay, so we take the top part of Philippines with 2 Marines. Okay, we have a mess here. We'll have to clean all this stuff up. Off camera later, land everything, do all the fun stuff. Okay, Hong Kong is a walk-in. Cochinchina is a walk-in. And Tonkin is a walk-in. Burma is a walk-in. Oops, that stays. And Bengal is a walk-in, if you will. Southern India is a walk-in. Maharashtra is a walk-in. And Aden is a walk-in. Okay. So let's update the income quickly here. So the Anzacs lost 2. So the Anzacs will go from 7 to 5. Now push the Japanese from 41 to 43. The U.S. lost 2 for the Philippines. So the U.S. will go from 63 to 61. And the Japanese will go from 43 to 45. And then the Far East Command lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 if my math is correct. So they will go from 14 down to 5. And Japan will go from 45 to 54. And then the French lost 2. So Free France will be down to 0. And the Japanese will be up to 56. Okay. I think I got all that correct there, but we will figure it out shortly. So now, non-combat movement. The 3 carriers that were in P-59 are going to come up to P-50 to join the rest of the fleet. So we're just going to do 2 task force markers up there because it's pretty big. Okay, all this is in P-50. They're on escort duty there. Okay, so P-50 is going to have these 2 task force markers. Oh, I didn't do the rating yet. I guess we should do that quickly. Oh, and then, yeah, this coastal sub was coming down 2 to the raid. Sorry, guys. I'm just losing everything now. So let's do the rating before I forget, before I finish landing stuff. So we have $1 here, $2 here, and $3 here, because we would have done the rating before we did the on the U.S. before we took away the Philippines. So let's just do that quickly. Japanese and the Allies will be the British die. So let's do coastal sub first, +1. So that is 3, 4. Okay, so that's $4. Another coastal sub is 7. So we've taken all the money we can take. So we'll take 3 from the U.S. And sorry, guys, I had this out of order, but I would have done that before I did the attack. 2 from the Anzac line, and 1 from the Far East line. Okay. Let's finish up the non-combat now. Sorry, guys. A lot going on this turn. Okay, so all the planes that went to the Philippines and to Sarawak are going to re-land on their carriers. A tactical and a fighter on each of the fleet carriers, and a tactical on the light carrier. Okay. The sub in P-61 is going to go 1, 2, 3 to I-7. The light cruiser in P-61 will go 1, 2, 3 to I-7. The TBD in... This is where I had to try to figure out what I want to do here. So the TBD in P-51 will go 1, 2 to P-53 and join that destroyer. The destroyer in P-61 will go 1 to P-63 to join that destroyer. And the TBD in P-60 will go 1, 2 to P-59 to join that group. The 2 fighters that came from Siam to go into British Malay will fly back to Siam. Two infantry from Kwangtung are going to rail up to Hope. And then the transport in P-15 is going to pick up an infantry and an artillery from Kyushu and go 1, 2 to P-41 and go into port into Kwangtung, dropping off those units there. Okay, the rail's done, the non-combat movement's done. I'm just trying to make sure I got everything where I want it to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. They all bombarded. They all did that. I'm going to do one change here. The light carrier that was in P-59 will go 1, 2, 3. And then the tactical bomber that went to Sarawak will go 1, 2. No, he can't get there. One of the fighters from Siam will land on the fleet on the light carrier. He would have went 1, 2, 3, and the tactical would have went 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll land in Siam. Just trying to make sure I got everything protected as best as I can here. I am very thin and very spread out now, but so I think that is it for non-combat. I'm just doing one last look around the board to make sure I got everything. So, 2 things is the 2 light carriers will go on the stage 2. We're at war with the U.S. And the 3rd one will get placed this turn, so we'll move him over here. We're going to add the 2nd we'll have 2 heavy cruisers on stage 2, and we'll be placing 1 this turn. So, and then we have finished the objective. So we are going to place a factory, and an air base, I believe in British Malay, for that strategic objective, victory objective. Okay. I think that's it. I hope I'm not missing anything. We're going to rail the guy in Tokyo, though, down to Kyushu. We are going to do that. I think everything else in China looks okay. CCP are getting a little rammy there, but that's what they're supposed to be doing. So let's place some units. We're going to place... Oops, dropped the heavy cruiser. We are going to place the 2 destroyers, the 2 Marines in Tokyo and in P-16, along with the light carrier and heavy cruiser. Okay. The fighter is going to go up to Rihi. We're going to place a militia in Hunan. It's at 2, so I can place a second one there. 1 in Shantung. 1 in Hopei. 1 in Western Manchuria. And 1 in Shenzi. Okay. I believe... Oh, and the destroyer that went to Aden in I-4 is going to go into port. These ships are not in port because the transport can't go in port because he went to 2 different places. These ships can't go in port anywhere, plus they're protecting the transport. The only thing that can get there, if my math was correct, is this French sub. Could go 1, 2, 3, which is why I wanted some units there just to stop him. Nothing else that I can see, and you guys can prove me wrong later, can get to my ships this turn. At least my transports. Sorry, to my transports. Okay, so that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 2, 2. Yep, I think we got everything taken care of. Okay, so let's collect some money. We are at 56 on the IPP chart, if my math is correct. So we will collect 56. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 56. We now have Solomon Island. We have the Philippines. And we have British Malay. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 more. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 71. If my math is all correct, I will double check it off camera, obviously. 71. The other changes are they no longer have Aden in Lower Egypt, so they lose that bonus, and they have warships in their area now, so they lose that bonus. Burma Road is no longer open because Burma is no longer taken care of, but the U.S. will get their 12 IPP bonus for all their home country. So I think that's it for my everything there. Nice long term for not much going on rolling wise. But let's do a quick disposition, guys, and then we'll get passed on to the British for their turn. So the Free French are at 0 IPP. The Anzacs and Far East Commander are 5 IPP. The US is at 61, and the Japanese are at 56. Went 1 for 2 on technology. We got improved construction, but did not get large ship construction. And we will start over here. There is a destroyer and marine in Aden. There is a marine in Maharashtra. There is a transport, light cruiser, heavy cruiser, and submarine in I-7. $1 damage to the FEC. There are 4 infantry in southern India. There is a marine in Bengal, an infantry in Burma. There are 2 transports, a heavy cruiser, light carrier, and fighter, in I-11. In Siam, there is a militia, a fighter, and a tactical bomber. In British Malay, there is a factory, air base, infantry, and 3 marines. Sumatra is empty. Basically, the Dutch East Indies are empty now. Sarawak has 1 infantry. Oh, the seaplane's got to go back to Siam. Sorry, guys. Seaplane lands back in Siam. The Dutch coastal sub submerged in P-50. In P-50, we have 2 fleet carriers with 2 fighters and 2 tactical bombers. We have 4 transports, a heavy cruiser, battle cruiser, second heavy cruiser, 2 battleships, and a TBD. Anna Tompkin has an infantry. I'm not sure where he's at. And Tompkin's supposed to have an infantry, so somebody... I'll figure out where he's at. I gotta rewatch the video, but there should be an infantry and Anna Tompkin. There's 1 in Cochin, China. There's 1 in Hong Kong. There's 2 Marines in the Philippines. 2 Marines in southern Philippines. We're going to pull this guy off of Kwang Tung for now until I figure out where he got to. There is Marine in Queensland, a Marine in New Guinea. There is a TBD and destroyer in P-63, TBD and destroyer in P-53. P-54 has a destroyer and sub. Solomon Islands has a Marine. The British/Dutch sub is now in P-54. I believe that is it. I will have to figure out where the heck... Kwang Tung has 8 or 9 infantry. I gotta figure out where that guy disappeared to. 2 artillery, a militia, 2 militia, and a transport in port. Hainan and Shangtung each have 2 militia. Hope has 2 infantry and militia. Shenzi has 3 infantry and militia. No change in Suwon. No change in Beiping. Rihe has 2 infantry, fighter, cavalry, artillery, and militia. Militia in western and northern Manchuria. Kyushu has 2 infantry and artillery. P-16 has 2 destroyers, heavy cruiser, light carrier, and 2 Marines. I believe that is it. Any issues, any questions, guys, please ask. And we will pass off to the British for their turn. And we will see you all next year. Have a good one.